This is the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff. 94.9 HOM.
Good morning. It is Monday, July 22nd. Nice, cool start to the day this morning. That was nice to wake up to.
My goodness.
Ooh, I'm going to need a jacket. I forgot where that is.
You couldn't have, because didn't you bring it to the Mount Washington?
Yeah, actually, I did, yes.
And then you threw it in a corner. Oh, my God. It's good to be in a studio.
Yeah.
That's not on a mountain. That was great, though.
Oh, that was fun.
That was awesome. And
I always love going up to the top.
I have to say, I have to give you full kudos, because I was very much looking forward to you getting in a kayak for a kayak tour.
Yeah. I'm still sore.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's sad.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
That was several days ago. But you were working pretty hard, because we went on part of the Androscoggin River, which was kind of neat. And I've never kayaked on a river. I've kayaked a lot, but I've never kayaked on a river. And for some reason in my head, that seemed like it would be like whitewater rafting-ish, and I was not like very excited about that. But it wasn't at all.
No.
But there was a current, and sometimes that current, it doesn't take a bunch in a kayak to really push you.
It's the wind. The problem I had, here I am in the kayak. Two problems I had while I'm in this kayak, paddling along. I got the hang of it. I got the rhythm down.
Yeah, you got that.
But the problem that I seemed to run into that nobody else was, and I couldn't figure out why, is like the wind would stop me. And I'd be paddling and going nowhere, because the wind was just as strong as my paddling.
You got to dig in.
And I did.
You got to dig in deeper.
And all of a sudden it's pushing me to the other side of the river. And I'm like, what? Help! How do I get over here?
So this was through Great Glen Trails. And it's just part of, the things that they offer up there. They offer biking and the sunset cruises, with the Mount Washington Auto Road. And it was just it was just a plethora of things to do up there.
Led by Nate.
Good old Nate. And Nate, God bless him, was screaming. Battle!
and I screamed back, I am!
And that was my favorite part. Not constructive at all.
No, battle. Yeah.
But for some reason, his non-specific instruction of battle got you to where we were.
Yep. And that's why I'm sore.
But I thought you did great.
Well, I did all right. But where I failed miserably.
Are we going to talk about your knees?
Oh, we got to go there. When we got to dinner, actually when we got back and I changed clothes, I looked down and my knees are like lobster red.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like I had been cooked in a boiling pot of water. Because it kind of had, because I was sitting on water that was reflecting the sun that was coming down. Anyway, it's still... It's still there. The pain has gone away, but it looks like somebody threw red paint on like part of my
not
knee
consistent.
And
like
no.
It's just like oops, we missed the knees in the sunscreen.
When I came down to dinner, I had shorts on, and first thing I did is put my foot up on a chair. Look at that! There was a solid line where it's white as can be because I never go outdoors, and then red as a lobster like I'd been boiled.
So this was funny. So Friday morning, we're doing the show live from the top of Mount Washington. Jeff and I are sitting next to each other at a table, which is unusual because in the studio, it's like a crooked counter, and so we're kind of like kitty corner to each other. And I'd been outside. I did a Facebook Live of Mount Washington, the wind and the fog and the clouds, and it's 28-degree wind chill. Ooh, neat. So I come in, my hands are freezing, and you said, put them on my knee.
They'll warm up in no time. Those bad boys are generating heat like a furnace. Because it's been stored.
And we were both quite satisfied. Your knees were cooling off and my hands were warming up.
This is the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff. 94.9 HOM. You're listening to the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff, 94.9 HOM.
Jeff, thank you so much for coming Saturday to the Yarmouth Clam Festival's Celebrity Clam Shucking Contest.
Yeah, I'm glad I couldn't help.
to support. You know, it's always a packed tent.
Yeah.
And it's under the tent where there's food vendors all around. And then just down the road a little bit, that's where all the crafts are and stuff. So 11 o'clock Saturday morning, myself and Jenna, who was my partner in 2019, when we actually won the clam shucking contest. The one time.
So I figured, well, I should probably not do it again, then you can win again.
You're right, because you helped me last year lose. So we were like, okay, Jenna, come back. So Jenna, God love her. She was great. She was awesome. And they did something different this year to the clam shucking contest that I didn't enjoy at all. They added to the outfit you must wear. You have to wear like lobster bib. Yeah. You have to wear a hat.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
They added goggles.
Yeah, I get it. The last thing you need is like a little piece of clam shell flying into your eye.
No, and then
I know it's never happened, but the one time that you aren't wearing them, that's when it will happen.
So, you know,
it's got to be like some sort of safety issue that they had to do.
I threw mine away into the audience at the end.
Why? You're not bitter at all. Do not tell me I'm going to wear goggles.
Well, here's the thing. So it's a 5-minute heat. You switch partners at 2:50, you know, in the middle, or 2:30. So, you know, they give you a countdown, then you switch. And poor Jenny goes, I'm sorry, the goggles are steamed.
Just, of all the things that aren't steamed, the clams.
Goggles, steamy. So and the switch has to be fast because obviously, you know, it's clam shucking time. Yep. So she takes her fingers like on the inside of the goggles and straps them to my face, and off we go. Now, I think we did pretty darn well. I mean, we were only, I cannot wait to talk to Lee Goldberg this morning because I'm sure Amanda Hill and Samantha York demanded an emergency meeting to brag.
I'm thinking no, but okay.
Saturday afternoon emergency meeting.
That's how they're going to spend their weekend. Okay. Everybody come on in. We got to tell you how awesome we are.
Did you see Amanda Hill when Samantha York finally showed up? She was a little late. I mean, she's got a 5-year-old. I mean, they're busy lives, right?
Yeah.
She shows up. Amanda Hill grabs her and says, come on, let's go practice. She like throws a raw clam into her hand and says, here's a knife. Open it. She's a little tiny competitive. I loved it.
And you're not?
Oh, I'm so.
I don't think you've got her beat.
The only thing I wanted to make GD sure of is that our name was on that trophy, because last year it wasn't. Mm-hmm. And it is. Okay. So our names are on the trophy for 2019. Yay, team.
All I care is that I get the recognition I deserve for winning it 1 year.
That's 5 years ago. I'm not bitter at all.
This is the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff on the best mix of the 80s, 90s, and today. 94.9 HOM. You're listening to the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff. And now it's time for your daily distractions.
Being brought to you by the Bill Dodge Auto Group. Purchase any new or pre-owned vehicle in July, and Bill Dodge will donate $100 to Maine Children's Cancer Program, Make-A-Wish Maine, or Veterans Forward Maine. Your choice. Westford, Brunswick, and Saco. Online at BillDodgeAutoGroup.com. This is both brilliant and sweet. A 26-year-old grad student at the University of Missouri, Kansas City, spent a year living at a senior living facility where she would share her love of music and play the piano with the residents in exchange for free room and board. And everybody loved it. She loved the experience. They loved having her there. Kind of brilliant, if you ask me. That's not a bad way of getting through grad school, for God's sakes. That can't be cheap. I wouldn't know. I didn't even go to normal
school.
College. College. 2 women are going viral for sharing their so-called fluffy Coke, which is a spin on the previous dirty soda or dirty Coke. And dirty is just when you add cream to it or some kind of, you know, like Laverne and Shirley. She added milk to Pepsi.
Yep.
Fluffy Coke is you take your glass, You spread on the inside wall of your glass fluff.
Nope.
Then you fill it with ice.
Nope.
Then you fill it with Coke.
Have you ever had any residue of fluff in your mouth and then taken a sip of soda? Because the two things react.
I don't know if I've actually...
And it's gross.
I don't know if I've had fluff.
Ever?
I don't know if I've...
It's just marshmallow.
Yeah. I don't... Maybe, but I don't think I'm a fan.
Okay.
Yesterday was National Ice Cream Day, and of course the Brits came out with the way to eat. Formal etiquette expert in England came out and how you're supposed to eat ice cream. Ugh. If it's served in a bowl, you eat it with a spoon. If it's served with cake, you have a spoon and a fork. The fork is for the cake. The spoon is for the ice cream. You scoop the ice cream, then you eat the whole thing with the spoon.
I don't think this is news to anybody.
But if you have it in a cone, you are never supposed to bite your ice cream. I bite my ice cream all the time.
I don't, because it's too cold.
What if you get ice cream with a chunk of something in it? You know, there's a chunk of something in it. You gotta bite that. Bite that chunk of something.
Bite that chunk of something.
Yes, I will be getting t-shirts today.
Yep.
Breakdancing is an Olympic sport this year. Did you know that?
I did.
Yeah. It's not called breakdancing. It's called breaking.
Yeah.
Breaking.
There was a movie called Breaking.
Breaking. Now, is it Olympic sport worthy? Americans say, 40% say, yeah, that's cool. 31% say, no. And 29% say, the Olympics are coming?
Yeah. There's that one.
What is that? The Olympics, by the way, start Friday.
Yeah,
for God's sake.
I'm going to miss it.
Shocker. Ryan Reynolds had to meet personally with Madonna to get permission to use Like a Prayer in Deadpool and Wolverine. He says that she actually gave a suggestion on how to use it, which was spot on. Travis and Jason Kelce. Travis, of course, Taylor Swift's boyfriend. Jason, Travis's brother, have their own cereal hitting stores in September. It's called the Kelce Mix, and it is a mixture of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Lucky Charms, and Reese's Puffs. What the actual hell? Hello, Kitty. Turns 50 years old this year. Did you know that she's not a cat? An executive with the parent company says, quote, she's actually a little girl born and raised in the suburbs of London.
That looks like a cat.
I'm sorry.
And has the name Kitty.
Hello.
Someone explain that to me.
Kitty. And your final distraction is that CBS is doing a Bob Newhart special, tribute special tonight. So if you're a fan, you'll want to catch that.
I watched a little bit of it over the weekend. Like, yeah, man, this was just amazing.
It's on tonight.
No, I watched a little bit of the show he was on that made him so successful in the first place. Follow on.
This is the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff. 94.9 HOM. You're listening to the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff. 94.9 HOM.
And now we're pleased to bring you our feature presentation.
Da, 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 da.
Oh, boy. You're in that kind of a mood. You never do that to that song.
No, I don't. You're welcome.
Thanks. All right, it's DIY theater time where we act out a scene from a movie. And if you know what the movie is, call 800-228-1949. You'll not only win a pair of tickets to Smitty's Cinema with 4 locations in Sanford, Wyndham, Topsom, and Tilton, New Hampshire, but we'll also throw in a pair of tickets to View Boston, where you could admire Boston from 750 feet above the skyline at a 360-degree observation deck on top of the Prudential Tower, where you can enjoy food, drinks, and 3 floors of interactive exhibits on New England's highest roof deck.
Bonus
giveaway. All right, here we go. Are you ready? 800-228-1949. Quiet on set. Action. Hiccup! Get me down from here.
You have to give me a chance to explain.
I'm not listening to anything you have to say.
Then I won't speak. Let me show you, please.
I'm coming. Now get me down.
Toothless, down. Gently. See? Nothing to be afraid of.
Boy and girl together. You're in line. Jesus.
Toothless! What is wrong with you? Bad dragon. He's usually not like this. Oh, no. This is an easy one. I haven't even seen the damn movie. I know what it is.
Oh, my God. Could you be more annoying this morning?
I could.
There's room. Okay. 800-228-1949.
Hi, HOM. What's that movie?
Dragons.
What is it?
Dragons.
There's more. We're gonna need more than dragons.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Oh, thanks for trying.
That's okay.
All right. Hi, HOM. What's that movie?
Is it How to Train Your Dragon?
Yes, it's How to Train Your Dragon. Congratulations. What's your name?
Maria.
Maria, have you seen How to Train? Oh, isn't it good? It's so good.
It's a great movie, and even the follow-ups are pretty good.
They're really good. I love the follow-ups, the sequels. Maria, congratulations. You just won a plethora of prizes, including tickets to go to see a movie at Smitty Cinema and a couple of tickets to View Boston.
Awesome.
Yeah, you hang on.
This is the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff. 94.9 HOM. This is the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff. 94.9 HOM.
What?
Sorry, I was jamming into it. I am going to be at the Christmas Loft this Saturday. Have a jolly holly Christmas.
No, you got it backwards.
Have a holly I'm going to be there on Saturday from 10 to noon celebrating the 12 days of Christmas in July. But we're celebrating on air also. Go walk through the life-size animated village for a magical shopping experience at the Christmas Loft where the spirit of Christmas comes alive. I don't know why I say it that way because it's like young Frankenstein stuck in my head. If you want $50 to spend at the Christmas Loft, have this number handy, 800-228-1949. We need you to identify the Christmas movie. Jolly Christmas. So we'll play it. You call if you know what it is. 800-228-1949. What's this Christmas movie?
Who the heck are you?
What are you talking about? I'm Santa Claus.
No, you're not.
Why, of course I am.
Well, if you're Santa, what song did I sing for you on your birthday this year?
Happy birthday, of course.
Okay.
What is that movie? 800-228-1949.
Silver platter. Hi, HOM. What's that movie?
The Santa Claus.
Ooh, I'm so sorry. That is not it. Thank you for trying, though. We've been doing it all week.
There we go. Hi, HOM. What's that movie?
That movie is... Oh, heck. Santa Claus is coming to town?
No, I'm sorry.
I thought you were going to sing to me and have me sing the next line.
I know. Ha! We mixed it up this week.
Totally screwed me up, Lori.
No, we got it all now. Now that you know it's Christmas movies this week, that's all week long, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, talk to you tomorrow.
Thank you. Hi, HOM. What's the movie?
Elf.
There it is. Elf.
There it is. Woo! Woo! All right. Who's this?
Nancy.
Good morning, Nancy. You've got yourself $50 to spend at the Christmas Loft.
That's awesome.
No, you're awesome, Nancy. You hang on. We'll get you all set up, okay?
This is the HOM Morning Show. On the best mix of the 80s, 90s, and today. 94.9 HOM. You're listening to the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff. And it's time for Don't Judge. On the best mix of the 80s, 90s, and today. 94.9 HOM.
Don't Judge is being brought to you by 8 Best Window, manufactured in Maine by Maine craftsmen to handle Maine's unique weather. So, I want to tell you something that happened to me Friday where all the stars and planets aligned perfectly. And it has never happened to me before, and it will probably never happen to me again. I had to go to Trader Joe's, and I wanted to only buy one thing. So Trader Joe's is a store here in Portland.
It's the only one in all of Maine, isn't it?
It's the only one in all of Maine. So the parking is horrific and tight and never present. So I pull into Trader Joe's fully knowing that this is going to be a complete, SS. I find parking right out of the gate.
Wow.
Right up front.
Up front even?
Up front. I'm like, oh, okay. I go, I find the caramelized onion dip I wanted to purchase. I pick it up. I go, I turn around. There is an empty cashier. Never happens. I plunk down my dip. The woman turns to me and says, this never happens. I've never seen anybody just buy one item at Trader Joe's.
Perfectly
right?
honest.
Right? And I said,
I just need one thing.
I said, I know, I have blinders on. Get me out of this store before I look around. She says, it's $4. I had $4 in my wallet.
You had cash?
I had cash, $4. It was an exact even thing. I give her the money. I leave, and there's an 8-week-old puppy that I petted. On the way out, got in my car, which was right out front, and left Trader Joe's. It was I was so lucky. I wrote it down immediately and said, this is the luckiest thing that's ever happened to me. What's the luckiest thing that's ever happened to you? Let us know on Facebook, on the HOM app, or call 800-228-1949.
Hi, don't judge. What's the luckiest thing that's ever happened to you? Nope. We're the unlucky ones.
So, Jad, who used to be on this show and also was our boss, his dad is a big Facebook contributor. So on Facebook,
he's a fan.
Yeah. Nabil says, having my kid's heart. Aw. Jad's the luckiest thing that's ever happened to you.
Jad, too?
Get out more.
Love you, Jad. Don't judge. What's the luckiest thing that's ever happened to you?
I know our phones work. So I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah,
so Matt out of Phillips on Facebook says that the luckiest thing that's happened to him is he met his wife on TikTok. Matt, I'm going to need more details. You know how to get in touch.
Third time's the charm.
All right, here we go.
Don't judge. What is it that you have had happen to you that is just extremely lucky?
Your phone's work.
Yeah, okay.
What?
Don't know.
Something about our phones.
Don't judge. What's the luckiest thing ever happened to you?
So I went to a gas station one time. I had a convenience store in Connecticut, and there was a guy giving out bumper stickers for a radio station. So I filled that out, and he wanted to stick the bumper sticker in my car, and I said, no, I'm not going to put a bumper sticker in my car. But anyways, I filled it out, and I thought maybe it's for a bike or something, and I went home. And they called me at the end of the day, and I won a trip for 2 to England.
What?
And it was insane. So I didn't believe it, so I hung up on them, and I called back the radio station, and I said, hey, this is Susan. I said, did I really win the trip? And she said, yes, and I was jumping for joy.
No.
So I tried calling all family members, and I couldn't reach anybody. And then finally my husband came home with my daughter, and I was crying, and he thought something was wrong. And I told him, and so we're jumping up and down, and my daughter, who was very young, said, oh, good, we're going on a trip. I said, oh, sorry, honey, it's just for grown-ups. But, oh, my God, we had the best time ever.
That's kind of awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome.
How long ago was that?
Oh, it was like 15 or so years ago.
50 or 55?
Back when radio began.
15. Okay,
15.
15. Yeah. So does your daughter still throw that in your face 15 years later?
No, but I think about it often.
That's amazing. Susan, thank you for sharing that story. That's fantastic.
Right.
I love it. Thank you.
See you later.
All right. What is it for you? Let us know. The luckiest thing that's ever happened to you. You can let us know on Facebook, on the HOM app, or call us up. 800-228-1949. Don't judge.
This is the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff. 94.9 HOM. You're listening to the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff. 94.9 HOM.
News Center Maine's Lee Goldberg on the line with us this morning. And Lee, let's just get this out of the way.
Yes.
How bad was the bragging from Amanda Hill and Samantha York for winning the celebrity clam shucking contest at the Yarmouth Clam Festival?
Okay, so I don't want to make you feel bad.
Too late.
But I feel like that's a daily occurrence. So you know that News Center Maine is like 25 years in a row, I think, or 24 out of 25 won this contest. I mean, it's an insane number. I don't know. I understand why we hire people who somehow know how to shuck clams. It must be on the application. I don't know. This goes back to Bruce Glazier. I mean, he had like 10 years in a row. I'm like, I don't even understand how we do it. But this is where it gets really, I'm so sorry for you, Lori, because I was really rooting for you. So like on Thursday, I got a text from the person in charge because I host the Diaper Derby for the last 20-something years. And so I'm there, every year for doing the kids and the crawling, and hopefully we'll get a Depends division so I can compete. But she goes, hey, haven't heard from anybody from Channel 6 about the clam shucking. Do you guys know if you're going to do it this year? And I was on vacation last week, so I have no idea.
Right.
So I go, that's interesting. So I texted Sam and Amanda, and I said, hey, guys, Clam Festival people reaching out. They haven't heard from us. Are we going to do this year? And they're like, oh, my gosh, we haven't heard anything. Maybe it went to, like, a spam email or somebody's on vacation. So literally last minute, they're like, yeah, well, whatever. I guess we'll do it. And then they destroyed you, dude.
Okay, no.
Twice as many clams as everybody else. They had no notice. They woke up, rolled out of bed, and shucked the heck out of everybody.
No, that is false information. That is lies. Here's what happened.
It's like 30-something clams. What were you at?
I had 23, okay?
Well,
I was 7 away from beating them.
Which gives you third place.
MTW had 24, beating us by 1. So we came in third. They came in. But here's the best part, Lee.
How many teams competed, though, real quick? How many teams?
5? 5 teams. So,
okay, so you were third out of 5. I got you. Keep going.
Yeah, I know. So, and there was a tie for 4th. Now, this cracked me up. There were 2 newbies from GME that showed up. Ryan and some other guy. So they show up, right? And they have never done this before. And so I tell them, in pure honesty, oh, you're going to bleed by the time you're done with this. You're going to bleed. I said, ask Amanda Hill about the time she ruined her shoes from bleeding on them, right? And you should have seen the look on this poor guy's face. He's like 28 years old. He's looking at me like, nobody said anything about bleeding. I said, well, of course they don't. Why would you come? And by the end of it, Amanda Hill was cut. Amanda was cut. My partner Jenna was cut. Ted McInerney from MTW was cut. I mean,
and I was standing on the sidelines.
I mean, so I think the theme here is next year they do a banner right over it where it says, nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
Oh, my God. But Amanda Hill.
And you still lost, even though you had half a finger counting as a clam.
Amanda is such a competitive freako.
Dude, she's insane. I'm telling you.
She's insane.
Okay, she's from Turner. She went to Levitt. Period. That's it. End of story. You can't win. No, you can't win. Like, Samantha went to Body Eagle. Like, good luck. Okay, let's take on Body Eagle and Levitt. I don't think so. You might as well not show up. Next year, let Samantha and Amanda just go head to head.
Oh, yeah. That I would pay money to see that on pay-per-view, because these two, as soon as Samantha came in, because she was running a little behind and probably forgot she had to do it. And so she gets there, and Amanda Hill grabs her by the arm and says, get over here and start practicing. And like throws raw clams at her.
I'm not kidding you. This is a station badge of honor. I'm telling you, it goes back decades. Like, I'm not even joking.
Listen,
this is like such a, like, that trophy used to sit in the newsroom. People would come over. I mean, Bruce Glazier set the tone. Him and Shannon Moss, you want to talk about competitors.
Oh, Shannon Moss. Oh, my God.
Shannon,
Thank God she retired.
she would kill somebody before losing that contest. So, and then she'd have to investigate it for the Maine State Police. That's the whole other story.
See, when Shannon gave up, we figured, we've got it now.
Yeah, but apparently...
because she told the kids, she had a speech in the newsroom, and she drew a little circle, and she's like, this is what we do. And if you're going to work here. And then so she said, like, we have it's a thing. Like, I'm not even, this is like, I'm telling you, man, it's like, woo! It's like, where do you finish in the ratings is tied with winning the Clam Shucking contest. And we care just as much about each one.
Right.
This is if you don't win, you may as well just
don't show up. I hear you.
Yeah, do not come back if you. That is like Hester Prynne. That is a badge.
All right, I suspected so. Now it has been confirmed. All right. Well, Mr. Lee Goldberg, we spent the entire segment talking about the Yarmouth Clam Festival Shucking contest. No surprise there.
Well, I think next year is going to be your year, Laurie.
I said that for 10 years now, Lee.
Only if Amanda
you are so close.
I was 7 away. 7. I can see the light at the end of the Clam tunnel.
Here's what you do. You get Town Square Media to send Amanda and Samantha on a lovely weekend getaway that just happens to be the same weekend of the Clam Festival.
All right, I'm on it. I'm going to go find the dates for next year. All right. Thank you, News Center Maine's Lee Goldberg. Talk to you next week, buddy.
Woo-hoo!
Bye.
This is the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff on the best mix of the 80s, 90s, and today. 94.9 HOM. This is the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff. 94.9 HOM.
Train is coming to the Bank New Hampshire Pavilion in Guilford, New Hampshire this Sunday along with Yacht Rock Review, and we've got a pair of tickets for it.
I love Yacht Rock.
I know you love Yacht Rock. That's how you
fall all day.
That's how you fall asleep. So, who wants to go to this concert? All you got to do is call 800-228-1949. We're going to play little tunnel tunes. You start singing with a song, but oh no, the train, get it, train tickets, goes through the tunnel and you lose the station, but you keep singing. You match up after the tunnel, you win. Even if you don't match completely. Don't worry about it. A lot easier than it sounds and wicked entertaining for us. 800-228-1949 is the number to call if you want to see Train along with Yacht Rock Review this Sunday at Bank New Hampshire Pavilion in Guilford, New Hampshire. It is this Sunday. This Sunday's date is the 28th. Wow, we're almost in August. Next week is August.
I'm not ready for that.
I'm not. Whoa.
Or maybe I am after the burn.
That's yes. Your burnt knees have pushed you to say goodbye to summer. All right, train tickets 800-228-1949. And when I say train, I don't mean like choo choo. I mean the band Train along with the Yacht Rock Review at Bank New Hampshire Pavilion in Guilford, New Hampshire. 800-228-1949. We're going to play tunnel tunes. You start singing a song. It's an easy song. Everybody knows the song. And then you keep singing when the train goes through the tunnel. At 800-228-1949. Well,
it would not even surprise me if it's our phones.
This is slightly embarrassing. Well, it's 8:30. People are busy. Let me just give our phone number a quick call to confirm that we suck. 228-1949. All right, let's see here. Oh, is that me?
Is this you? Yeah, it's you.
Yeah, it's you.
Okay. All right, I know you lead busy lives, and maybe you already bought your tickets to see Train, and there we go. That's not me.
That's not you.
It's not
Let's
me.
hope so. Hi, HOM. Who's this?
Danielle.
Good morning, Danielle. Can you turn down your radio for us?
I did, yes.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, Danielle, for calling. Now we're gonna start you off singing a song that everybody knows, and then the train's gonna go through a tunnel, but you keep singing, okay?
Okay.
You're familiar with Rick Astley and that wonderful song "Never Gonna Give You Up," right?
Never gonna give you
Of
up.
course.
All right.
So here we go. Once he starts singing, you start singing along. Make sure you keep doing it through the tunnel, and you are a winner.
Woohoo!
Here we go.
Okay.
Yeah. Come on, Danielle.
Never gonna let you down. Never gonna turn around and forget you.
That's pretty good.
Where's the rest of the
I was
song?
like, oh my God, I'm gonna panic. I'm gonna lose it.
It's fine, Danielle. You did great. You did great. Hey,
I like half know the song.
Yeah.
I know, yeah, exactly.
I barely know it.
I could tell when you started that, well, she'll be fine as soon as we get into the tunnel.
Yeah, exactly. Never gonna give you up. Everybody knows that part. Danielle, you've got yourself a pair of tickets to go see Train along with Yacht Rock Review this Sunday at Bank New Hampshire Pavilion in Guilford. Congratulations.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
You're welcome. You hang on.
Hang on.
This is the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff. 94.9 HOM. You're listening to the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff. 94.9 HOM.
Honestly, I got to start writing this stuff down because, Jeff, I think I've become like a soothsayer, an accidental one. Not on purpose, but I'm like predicting things. Like, here's a perfect example, okay? I'm not kidding. I'm like...
I'm predicting things.
No, it's true. It's true.
Okay, what'd you predict?
So I was on vacation and I was driving toward Jackman. And I don't know the route. It's some route. It's the only route. I mean, you're on it for like 30, 70 miles. I don't know. It's like the route, 201 or something like that. Some route that goes west.
Yes.
And I'm on this thing, and I literally say in my out loud voice, this area seems like the perfect area for a moose. And I'm not kidding. 15 seconds later, a moose appears on the side of the road.
Well, that's not exactly predicting.
That is soothsaying at its finest.
That is, there were all kinds of signs probably that said moose.
Not a sign.
Not a sign at all.
Not a sign at all.
Okay. Well, the terrain looked like it could be moose country, and Jackman is moose country.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. You got lucky.
Michelle has lived here her entire life. Your girlfriend has never seen a moose.
Yes, and she was disappointed we didn't see one when we went to New Hampshire to Mount Washington either.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. The bald eagle eating, the rarity, that's not good enough for us. It's not a moose.
What, bald eagle? What did I miss?
You didn't see the bald eagle?
No.
Canoeing.
No.
Kayaking.
Oh, yeah, but I couldn't tell what it was eating. I just saw it sitting there. It didn't look like it was eating to me.
You needed to get closer to the group.
I guess so. Yeah, I was still behind in my kayak, being pushed by the wind, half a mile downstream.
You missed a lot.
This is the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff. 94.9 HOM. This is the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff. 94.9 HOM.
So I will say, with our little trip to Mount Washington and doing the kayaking with our guide there, Nate. He had a nickname, didn't he? Nate something?
Nate the Great.
Nate the Great, or Nate the dude.
Knucklehead Nate. I don't know, something like that.
The one that told me to get paddle.
Yeah, that was his help for Jeff, who'd never kayaked before.
I will say, Michelle, my girlfriend, it was just over the moon about the entire thing. I thought we were going to do kayaking and we were going to do bike riding the next day.
Right, yeah. They combined what we did last year with this year's email. They forgot to take out last year's stuff.
Right. So I'm like, man, that's
a lot. It was a lot, yeah.
And when Michelle found out that the bike thing had been taken out, it was like we'd taken the child's toy away.
I mean, y'all could have stayed and booked a tour, you know?
No. We were ready to go. I was ready to go. I mean, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed it. The kayaking was fun. My burnt knees still are a little sore about that. And my arm's still a little sore from trying to catch up with you guys. I don't know why it is. My kayak was the one that just...
Your kayak. No, you in your kayak.
Yeah, I don't know why I was the only one that was getting pushed back by the wind.
Because you never kayaked before, Jeff. That's why.
Everybody else had done it before?
I have. I know Nate has. I mean, I don't know if Michelle has.
Yeah, probably she has.
Yeah, I'm assuming she has. Yeah. I'm assuming you're the only human on that little get-together that had never been in a kayak before.
I thought you were going to say only human in the world. Because I wouldn't put it past you.
5 calls.
This is the HOM Morning Show. on the best mix of the 80s, 90s, and today. 94.9 HOM. You're listening to the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff. 94.9 HOM.
All right, what did we learn today, Lori Vornis?
We learned that good luck to you if you have to shuck clams against WCSH News
You're
Center
never
Maine,
gonna win.
because it is a thing where they tell people you can't come back to work unless you win.
We talked to Lee Goldberg today, and he said this goes way back to Bruce Glazier and him
Shannon
shucking
Moss.
Then Shannon Moss. Now it's
Amanda Hill
and who knows whoever's going to succeed them.
with her.
We're going to be there like in wheelchairs at the age of 92, still trying to win the damn thing.
Put a knife in my hand with a bucket of clams. I got this. Oh, damn it. Amanda's here. We've got more Christmas Loft gift certificates to give you $50 to spend there. I'm going to be there on Saturday from 10 to noon. It's the 12 days of Christmas and another shot at Tunnel Tunes for those tickets to C-Train.
This is the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff. 94.9 HOM.